Hello and welcome to EduClub TV. It's an initiative of MapMyStudy.com, one of the most popular online college admission platforms, where students can get admission in 25 different countries, 2,000 colleges, and almost 20,000 different programs globally. It's very, very popular with the current youth right now. So, by all means, please go and log into MapMyStudy.com and look at opportunities that suit you best. As part of our initiative to understand the education scenario in India and also globally, we have this new vertical where we're reaching out to senior leaders in this industry and trying to understand their perspective, their challenges, and their next path that they're trying to take to overcome these challenges, and probably the next 2 to 5 year plan as well. So today we have a very special guest, Mr. SK Saxena, who's the principal for Delhi World Public School. This is in Sehor district in MP, and I'm delighted to invite him now. So welcome, Mr. Saxena.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So let me start by asking you to give us a little brief on the school. How old is the school? What is the curriculum like? And what is your background?
Okay. First of all, I would like to tell something about me. I joined this profession in 1986. It was July 1986. So completed almost 35 years in this profession, right? And out of 35 years, 21 years I spent as a teacher, PGT. My subject was physics. And then initially I joined in one of the school of Lucknow diocese. I am from UP, Lucknow. So I've joined a school in Lucknow diocese in July 86. Worked there for 8 years, and then I shifted to City Montessori School, Lucknow. Worked 1 year there from 94 to 95. And then I joined Army Public School, Lucknow in 1995. I left that school in 2007 for Army Public School, Bareilly as a principal. Worked there for more than 12 years and then shifted to Saraswati Vidya Vihar, Bhiwani, Haryana. And here recently I joined in February this year in this Delhi World Public School, joined here. So almost 35 years I have completed of my this education academics journey. Now about my school. This school has been established in 2018. We are running class 10th, that is the highest class here. Next year we'll be having class 11th, or this year also in case of students come. We have all three streams like science, commerce and arts. This school is situated nearly 80 kilometers away from Bhopal. It's a very small place named as Asta, and this comes under CO district. Okay. Total strength of this school is nearly 750. Staff is nearly 42. And these days we are running classes online from 9 to 12th or 9 to 10th, you can say, because we are not running class 11th and 12th. So class 9th and 10th we are running on offline and offline mode both, and classes up to class 8 online classes are being conducted. And this is about my school.
So you've had two different transitions and challenges from being a teacher for many years, going into the other side, which is the leadership role and being a principal. How did you manage that? How was that transition for you?
See, it was not very difficult for me because initially when I joined in 1986, 35 years back, I joined as postgraduate teacher, PGT, physics. And in Army Public School, I learned a lot. And there in City Montessori School also, though I spent 1 year only. So I have learned a lot about the administrative part, right? Because I've been given opportunity to serve there as coordinator also and hostel warden also. So I couldn't feel any difficulty there when I joined Army Public School Bareilly and served successfully for 13 years.
Hmm.
So since I had been a very senior teacher in Army Public School, Lucknow, it was not very difficult for me to work as a principal in any of the school. And also, as I worked in APS Bareilly, Army Public School Bareilly for 13 years, that is a big school. Strength is around 3,500. So manage that school with Army people and Army administration and management. Okay, there was no issue, but yes, I'm facing challenges once this COVID-19 has come up in March last year.
Yeah.
When I joined this one Bhimani school, Saraswati Vidya Vihar Bhimani. See, both the schools, I mean, this school and that school, both are in not in metros, in a very small place. So because of this reason, no, main problem which I'm facing, the connectivity with the students and also collection of fee. That is the main. These are two main issues, and these are the challenges. Though we are trying our level best to overcome these problems. But yes, to some extent we got success. But yes, definitely we have to do a lot of more for this.
Yeah. And I think आपका दूसरा challenge होगा coming from a bigger school to a smaller school and
Yes.
trying to see where you will go from here. I think वो transition भी कई बार difficult होता है या challenging होता है. I wouldn't say difficult, I would say challenging होता है.
No, challenging will be in that case when a person moves from a small school to bigger school. But I don't think there are challenges in case if I move from a school of 3,500 to 4,000 students to a very small school where only 750 students are there and very small staff is there. There I was heading staff of 155 and here I am heading a staff of 48. So there are no challenges, and there lot of file work was there in Army. You know, lot of file work is there, and in DPSs, system, and here in DPS or DWPS, no, there is no such work. Though it is there, but it is not. I mean, that the volume of work is less. In fact, the file work is less, but academics, so that I can focus more on academics. There was, I mean, it was difficult for me to give more time in academics, right? That is the issue.
Great. So you know you've had a longer life as a teacher, as an academic, now as an administrator. How do you define your leadership style now? What would you say about it? Has something changed, or have you learned new things, or?
Yes, definitely. I have learnt a lot in Army Public Schools because the culture of Army Public Schools is quite different than that of any private school, right? So whatever I have learnt there, I wanted to implement in this school. And this school is very new, come up in 2018 only. So this is very, it's not very old. It's a very new school. They have established 3 years or 3.5 years back. So yes, definitely. Earlier there was a principal, and now I can see that yes, a lot of things to be done with this school because though I am not founder principal of this school, but definitely I have to work like founder school because everything is to be managed. Everything is to be managed. Everything is to be properly placed, right? Things are मतलब scattered you can say. So वो एक proper हमें official जो होता है work, that way we have to arrange. I mean we have to acquaint teachers also. Teachers are not acquainted with this thing, type of teaching which they have to do in a branded school, and other like admin staff also. They need to be trained. So I'm training them and also telling them the way school functions.
That's great. So that brings me to my next question. I think we have spoken a lot about technology, and I'm sure and we've seen this today. Technology has somewhere impacted or in a good way helped us to carry on our current teaching methodologies and kept the student and teacher connection alive. Uh, what do you personally think technology plays a role? And secondly, in this new school, do you have a strong impact of technology or use of technology?
Yeah, definitely, because this school is new, but infrastructure-wise, this is much better than Army Public School. I would say this. This is rich in infrastructure as far as technical infrastructure is concerned, computer lab and internet facilities which are available here in a really small place. Wonderful. Yes, definitely, this will help students and staff to grow to school and go to heights.
So क्या आपको लगता है technology will play a major role now for the next few years to come in the school sector?
Yes, definitely. Technology, like in the last 18 months, the problem which we are facing, has been solved. I mean, वेरी इजली, और यू कैन से कि जो टीचिंग है वो बहुत इजी हो गई है टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करके. अगर टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होती तो आई थिंक जो टीचिंग मेथड्स हैं वो टीचिंग हो ही नहीं पाती प्रॉपर. वी वुड हैव नॉट बीन कनेक्टेड विद द स्टूडेंट्स. ये दिक्कत आती है. सो डेफिनेटली टेक्नोलॉजी इन एजुकेशन दैट विल वर्क एंड ऑल्सो इट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड इन फ्यूचर.
You had mentioned that your current challenges and something that you are trying to do yourself is to train the teachers and other team members. But we know that today the teaching is been done in the last 18 months, almost 2 years now, using technology, using different platforms. Are teachers able to adapt to this? Have they been trained in your school? And how is that happening now?
Yes. They have been trained in the beginning of the last session, and they are using, there's no problem, they are acquainted now. And also we are introducing some more, adding some more features to Google Classroom, and they are using very easily, and students and teachers, they are getting benefit of this. All features.
No, but we realize, I'm sure आपका experience होगा. Teachers are very non-techy. All their life they've never used so much of technology, so it becomes difficult for them to suddenly use that as a medium of instruction and things. So, was it an easy journey for you? Good special.
I'm lucky here. My dear sir, I'm lucky that I have all teachers of age below 40 years. So they are very they are computer savvy. Otherwise, what happens? People of age 50 years or more, they are not computer savvy, and that is why they may not be comfortable with new technologies, and they may not be acquainted with the new technology. But yes, definitely my staff, since they are each one of them is below 35 or 30 years. So they are well versed with new technologies and using very frequently and very appropriately.
So I want to ask you another very important question, which is also drafted through the NEP now, and there's a lot of discussion about it. The new way forward is talking about bringing a lot of vocational studies or programs into the schooling sector at an early age. Your schools, I think, is till year 8th. But I think it's been 9 onwards. But personally, as an educator, what do you think about this, having vocational also being part of the schooling system, and how will that help students? आपको personally क्या लगता है?
Yes. In previous school, like in Army Public School, Bareilly, I have introduced few subjects, and CBSE has given new generation. They have given a new tag that is of new generation schools, because our students they have opted a few subjects of vocational subjects, you can say. And here also there is a lot of scope, and अभी तो जो न्यू जनरेशन है उनको तो कुछ स्किल का कोई ऐसे सब्जेक्ट चाहिए, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दिस वोकेशनल सब्जेक्ट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड। उस तरह की लेवल की टीचिंग स्टडी होनी चाहिए, एंड दिस ऑल हैज बीन included in that NEP. Right.
But personally आपको लगता है ये it's a good move, और ये students after year 9, 10th, 11th, 12th उनको help करेगा आगे future और career planning में better direction देगा?
Definitely. पहले का जो एजुकेशन प्लान था, जो एजुकेशन पॉलिसी थी, उससे ये काफ़ी अच्छी है, काफ़ी बेटर है, और अभी इस टाइम के लिए काफ़ी सुटेबल है, एंड दिस विल डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू benefit the students of senior secondary and college students.
And that's a comment that I wanted to put up, because we've done a lot of interviews now and we see there's a strong acceptance to this, and I think the current youths कहीं ना कहीं हम सबको एक बड़ा डायरेक्शन नहीं मिलता, आगे फ्यूचर प्लान का, करियर पाथ का क्लैरिटी नहीं मिलती, and we end up choosing probably the wrong stream or a subject, and then realize after a few years, I should have done commerce, not science, or I should have done humanities, or vice versa. I think that's where the direction is. So I think vocational program लाने से थोड़ा enlightenment होता है, upskilling भी बच्चों की होती है, और एक थोड़ा सा clear direction मिलता है आगे जाके. Do you think that is important now?
Yes. I fully agree with you. See, you might have seen in different private schools where they don't have career counselor, right? And like big good schools or branded schools like Army Public School and DPSS, they have career counselor there in the school, career counselor and general counselor. So they help their students, and also generally they call some professionals for career counseling of students of class 9, 10th, 11th and 12th, so that they can they help them to select their main stream and the profession in which they want to go after senior secondary classes. तो उनको वहाँ पे हेल्प मिलती है. मुझे लगता है कि सभी स्कूल्स में ये प्रोग्राम होने चाहिए. पढ़ाई के साथ साथ में ये चीज़ जरूरी है. उनको वोकेशनल मतलब ट्रेनिंग भी होनी चाहिए, उनको अवेयरनेस होनी चाहिए, सो दैट दे कैन सेलेक्ट करेक्ट एंड राइट और सुटेबल प्रोफेशन इन देयर लाइफ. बाद में उनको ये नहीं लगे कि मैंने ये क्या होता अगर तो हमें ये अच्छा मिलता.
एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमारे करंट सिस्टम में वो प्री प्लानिंग का सिस्टम नहीं है, जहाँ करियर काउंसलिंग या वो गाइडेंस मुझे उस लेवल तक मिले और एक अच्छे प्रोफेशनल सोर्स से मिले, ताकि when I am able to choose my path correctly and in a more informed manner. I think traditionally we all go to our families and friends to say, what should I do? I'm confused. I think professional support is far more important, and I think कहीं ना कहीं ये वो doors खोल देता है, and some schools will then adapt themselves to this. Do you think teachers also play a key role in this, because teachers have a very a long relationship and throughout the day, and also a different journey with them?
Yes, definitely. I would say that teachers, they play a very important role in the selection of profession and stream at senior secondary level and also at college level, right? But सबसे ज़्यादा जो बात है वो ये है कि टीचर का रोल तभी होता है जब वो अपने सब्जेक्ट में स्ट्रांग हो. You might have seen that some students are good in mathematics, some are good in English, some are good in social sciences. वो उस सब्जेक्ट में इसलिए अच्छे हैं क्योंकि उनको टीचर अच्छे मिल गए. अगर उनको किसी सब्जेक्ट का टीचर अच्छा मिल गया है तो वो डेफिनेटली उस बच्चे को ऊपर लाएगा. तो अगर किसी टीचर को काउंसिल करना है या उसको अपना इफेक्ट बच्चे पे डालना है जिससे कि वो सही रास्ते पे जाए, उसके लिए जरूरी है उसको अपनी सब्जेक्ट की एजुकेशन अच्छी देनी चाहिए. दिस इज व्हाट आई बिलीव, स्ट्रांगली बिलीव, बिकॉज़
No,
To me,
I
this
think
has
it's a very
happened,
good.
sir. Yeah, when I was doing graduation in 1982. ठीक है, तो मेरे जो टीचर थे, he got selected in IAS. उसके बाद में उन्होंने कॉलेज छोड़ा, तो I said, sir, what subject should I do this one post graduation, whether in physics or in mathematics? He said, now this is your choice. You do it, whether mathematics or physics, which one, I mean, you like. तो उनका जो मैथमेटिक्स का पार्ट था, एंड ही वाज अ वंडरफुल टीचर, राइट. तो इसकी वजह से मैथमेटिक्स स्ट्रांग होने की वजह से फिर मुझे उसमें सभी का इम्पैक्ट था. मेरे जो फ्रेंड्स थे और स्टूडेंट जो बोलेंगे टीचर्स, सभी का कंबाइंड इफेक्ट आके फिर मैंने फिजिक्स को चूज किया. बट दैट वाज नॉट द राइट सब्जेक्ट फॉर मी. मैथमेटिक्स वाज द राइट सब्जेक्ट. तो किसी के कहने से अगर बच्चे इधर उधर जाएंगे तो फिर उनको बाद में सोचना पड़ेगा, जैसे मैं सोच रहा हूँ आज.
So look, this is where I was trying to come, and in a way, if teachers can also now upskill themselves in a way to understand कि आज की डेट में करियर आउटकम क्या है एक सब्जेक्ट के बाद, और उसका आगे स्कोप क्या है, बिकॉज ये सारा ड्रिवन रहता है पेरेंट प्रेशर, स्कूल एंड पीयर प्रेशर. आई थिंक स्कूल्स एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं, इक्वली इवन टीचर्स प्ले एन इम्पॉर्टेंट, पेरेंट्स प्ले एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल इन इट, बिकॉज एंड ऑफ द सब कहते हैं मेरे बच्चे का करियर अच्छा होना चाहिए, आगे जाके वो उसको क्या अच्छी जॉब मिलेगी, क्या मिलेगी. सो लाइक व्हेन यू मेंशन अ इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट कि अगर एक टीचर एक सब्जेक्ट मैटर में स्ट्रांग है, तो कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है वो अगर टीचर अपनी थोड़ी सी अपस्किलिंग करके ये भी अंडरस्टैंड करे कि मैथ्स में आगे जाके करियर स्कोप क्या है, पोटेंशियल इनकम बच्चों की क्या हो सकती है, तो मे बी वो एक अच्छा गाइड पाथ बच्चे को बता सकता है. इट कैन बी फॉर एवरी सब्जेक्ट मैटर. एंड आई थिंक आई पर्सनली फील अगर वो एक अर्ली स्टेज से हो तो बच्चा फोकस्ड रहता है और थोड़ा सा इन्फॉर्म्ड रहता है. व्हाट इज योर थॉट ऑन दैट?
यस, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. अगर बच्चे का जो प्रोसेस ऑफ थिंकिंग है उसके करियर के लिए, दैट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम क्लास 9 और बिलो, फ्रॉम 6, 7, 8, राइट. बट मेनली वो जो उसका सोचने का जो प्रोसेस है, उसकी मैच्योरिटी लेवल है, वो 9th में ही डेवलप हो पाती, सो दैट ही और शी कैन चूज. सो बच्चे को जो प्रोफेशनल डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स की जो कोर्सेज हैं अवेलेबल हैं या उसके बारे में अवेयरनेस है, दैट शुड बी गिवन इन फ्रॉम क्लास 9th ओनली, क्योंकि क्लास 11th तक काफ़ी लेट हो जाता है. तो उस क्लास 10th या 11th में वो ऑलरेडी उस स्ट्रीम में पहुंच जाता है, क्योंकि अगर उसको अगर थोड़ा सा लेकर उसको डेविएट भी करना है तो ही और शी कैन नॉट डेविएट आफ्टर पासिंग क्लास 10th. So that is why this should be this kind of awareness should be given to the student in class 9th or below.
Correct.
By professionals, not by teachers.
Right. So look, we know we're all going through a very difficult phase of pandemic. How are you dealing with it? It's all online teaching so far. Are your teachers able to adapt to it? Are the students and parents adapting it well? Or next, क्या कब खुलने की उम्मीद है? When are you kind of opening up the school?
See, we are running classes class 9th and above, right, here in MP, Madhya Pradesh. And one cannot say when the government will open classes up to class 8.
Okay.
But personally, what I think, most probably in the month of November or December, almost all classes, if not all classes, then 6 onward will be open for offline.
Okay. So finally, as a teacher, as an expert, now as an administrator of a school, what message would you give to aspiring students? How should they deal with the current situation, and what should they foresee in the next coming time?
Yes. See, ये जो अभी टाइम चल रहा है, this is a very difficult phase of life of students. वो हमेशा इस चीज़ को याद रखेंगे और कहीं ऐसा नहीं हो कि इस टाइम पे उनको ज़्यादा नुकसान हो जाए. इसके लिए ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पेरेंट की नहीं है, ये टीचर्स की है. सो आई वुड सजेस्ट स्टूडेंट्स एंड टीचर्स दैट व्हेनेवर दे गेट देयर स्टूडेंट्स देयर इन द क्लास टू टीच देम ऑफलाइन, वो पूरी स्पीड में उनको अपनी स्पीड बढ़ानी पड़ेगी और ज़्यादा टाइम देकर उनको अच्छे से बताना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज नोबडी नोज कि कब स्कूल बंद हो जाए इन थर्ड दिस वन वेव, राइट। हम लोग सुन रहे हैं कि थर्ड वेव का है कुछ इस तरह का, तो उस केस में फिर से स्कूल बंद हो जाएगा। तो हमें जैसे टाइम मिलता है, जितना भी टाइम मिलता है, वी शुड यूज मैक्सिमम ऑफ इट, और उससे कोशिश करें कि उसमें मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट मिल जाए। और स्टूडेंट को ये भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि अभी तो विदाउट एग्जामिनेशन उनका रिजल्ट आ गया, बट नेक्स्ट टाइम विदाउट एग्जामिनेशन रिजल्ट नहीं है। They are, I mean, most of the students, they are in that intention. Even class 10th in my school also, class 10th and 12th, they are in this intention कि probably next year भी ऐसे ही हो जाएगा and will get through, pass हो जाएंगे और दूसरे क्लास में पहुंचेंगे। But this kind of thing should not be there. टीचर्स को बच्चों को अवेयर कराना है और जो भी टाइम मिलता है ऑफलाइन के लिए मैक्सिमम उनको देना है। This is my message to students and teachers also.
No, that's a great message, and I think we should not accept that everything will come so easy to us. We do not know the future so far. We've seen a lot of students get much higher scores. Not that they didn't deserve it, but the matrix was like that. But so thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you for sharing all the insights. And best of luck for you, for your school, and hopefully we will connect again. So thanks for all your time.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome, most welcome.